GFrom and welcome back to Month of Naughty Dog. 3 games made by some naughty dogs. Today's game is Jak and Daxter for the PlayStation 2. I hope you enjoy.
As with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Jak and Daxter made their way to Misty Island. They see 2 people addressing an army of evil creatures called lurkers and prepare to leave again. Suddenly they are attacked by a large lurker who Jak manages to destroy by throwing a barrel full of eco at him. The explosion throws Daxter into a pool of dark eco. He flies back out of the pit but is transformed into an oxel. Now they have to find a person who can help him transform back and probably save the world while they're at it. In Jak and Daxter you play as Jak, a guy who can't talk, has to jump a lot and deal with a bunch of enemies. You walk around in a massive open world with no loading times whatsoever. This game is all about collecting stuff. First we have orbs. There are tons of them to collect and they are like money. People you meet often want either 90 or 120 orbs for a power cell. The power cells are the most important things to collect, since you can't progress if you haven't got enough. Some of them are easy to find, while you have to solve puzzles or search a lot in order to find others. Last but not least, there are 7 scout flies in every area. Finding all 7 gives you another power cell. Jak can perform a bunch of moves. You can attack enemies by doing a spin attack, punch or head bash. Then we have the double jump, the long jump and the high jump. On your way you'll find all kinds of energy forms called eco. Blue eco makes you faster, destroys crates and drags every collectible towards you. Green eco is your health, red eco makes you stronger, and with yellow eco you can throw fireballs. In some levels you can ride some kind of bike, and in others you sit on a giant bird that can jump much higher and longer than you can. You can't play as Daxter, but he sure talks a lot, and he is funny as shit.
Beauty, have you 2 looked in the mirror lately?
Every time you collect a power cell, you get to see Daxter performing some funny stuff. This game looks stylish. It switches from day to night, which contributes much to the game's atmosphere. The draw distance is awesome, you can see levels that are really far away. You have like 3 main areas. In every area there's 1 dark and threatening level, while the rest looks bright and colorful. I don't know where to start. The underwater level with its blue tone looks cool and stylish. Although I absolutely hate the spider cave, I have to admit that it is well designed and also very stylish. The last level is a masterpiece. Very nice to look at, with some of the best platforming parts ever. The characters you meet are all unique and Jak's movements are fluid. It's impressive how Daxter hangs on his shoulders all the time. The lurkers don't look too special and the enemies are pretty generic, but the bosses are pretty cool. What impressed me the most is probably the use of light and the fact that this is one giant world to explore with no slowdowns whatsoever. For the most part, the music in the Precursor legacy is quiet, stays in the background and has an ambient feel to it. Some tracks are a little boring, but I enjoyed most of them. When you're riding a bike or there's a boss fight, the music gets more upbeat, which makes you bang your head a little bit. The title song is classic, but my favorite tune has to be the one that plays when you're on the way to the 3rd main area. Reminds me a lot of the later Crash Bandicoot games on the PlayStation. The voice acting is superb. Jak can't talk, but he makes some noises here and there. How can mute people make noises? The highlight by far is Daxter. He's so goddamn funny, his voice just cracks me up every time I hear him.
I don't date animals.
You don't know what you're missing.
In 1999, only 2 people from Naughty Dog were working on a title for Sony's new console, the PlayStation 2, since the rest of the crew were working on Crash Team Racing. After the release of the PS2, Naughty Dog wanted to create a new series and leave Crash behind. Jak and Daxter was in development for almost 3 years and finally released in late 2001. The game was received with very positive reviews, being called a breath of fresh air. Meanwhile, it's considered one of the finest PS2 games ever made. Jak and Daxter has the same problem that every collecting game has. You're in an open world, have to collect a bunch of stuff, and then you realize you forgot 1 little orb somewhere. It can take hours to find it. If you're not going for 100%, it shouldn't matter that much, but if you're like me, you'll keep searching and searching and searching until you finally find it somewhere you've been looking like 5 million times already. The ending was a little too open for my taste. The part I hate the most is probably this minigame in the swamps. It takes forever. One thing that I always thought was kind of weird is that the game is called Jak and Daxter and you can't play as Daxter. What's that all about? Other than that, there isn't so much to complain about, with the exception of the spider cave. I hate the spider cave. It's like every time I play this game, this is the only stage where I have problems finding everything. I spend like way too much time searching for, you guessed it, one little orb. And where was it? Somewhere where you even couldn't see it. The spider cave. Oh boy, is this game fun to play. You have to collect a lot of stuff, but that never feels boring, with that one exception. The platforming is great and there's a good balance between that and the combat. Riding that bike is the best part of the game. It's fast, fun, and I love that there are many parts we have to use it. The game is beautiful in every way, and for me, this is a piece of art. There's a lot of variety in the levels. Daxter is so much fun, especially the little cutscenes that come when you die.
Well, better you than me.
He's such a coward. Most importantly, the game never gets boring and the controls are perfect. You never fail because of the controls, and when you master them, you can do whatever you want. There are a lot of fun minigames, my favorite being the one where you have to catch the fish. In fact, this game is so much fun that I completed it in one sitting this time, including every collectible. Yep, that was my whole Sunday. Not many games could have made me waste a whole day of my weekend, so that's saying a lot. If you're looking for the ultimate platformer, this is it. It has everything you could ask for. Yes, there are some annoying parts, but which game hasn't? It has likable characters, a massive open world with no loading times, great voice acting, really good graphics, and some of the best platforming elements ever seen, especially on the PlayStation 2. If you like platformers, you really should get this game, or play it again if you already have it. Its light-hearted atmosphere will give you an experience you will never forget, and it sure is one of my favorite games I've ever played. Thanks for watching everybody, I hope you're in the mood for some Jak and Daxter again. Feel free to rate, comment and subscribe. Next up on Month of Naughty Dog, 3 games made by some naughty dogs, is Uncharted Drake's Fortune for the PS3. I'll see you later, have a nice day.
He's over here!